Welcome to ZapCast, the first entertainment-based podcast in depths of space. I'm your host, Sparky. We got our second command, Spur.
Hi.
And our machine mechanic, Crimson.
Yo, yo, yo.
Crimson.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a bit about why we're recording so late? Or not?
Why we're recording so late?
Because we're dumb.
Well, because we had an engine blowout. So
We're all so dumb.
I had to spend 3 fucking hours outside in the cold, harsh, negative temperatures of space to fix it.
Stupid, and we're dumb.
Well, if we didn't put fucking corn dog down the engine
You
pistons,
see, we're dumb.
we wouldn't have that issue, would we?
We're all
You're the
dumb.
one who did it, you
Equally
fucking
dumb.
idiot.
Listen, it was a collective effort. You guys cheered me.
So can you tell them why we're recording at a weird time? Actually,
I don't know you.
Oh,
is it couldn't happen because your sound system blew out?
oh, right. Well, I completely forgot about that.
Even though it just happened.
Even though it just happened. Listen. I've been awake since like 3 a.m. because my job.
Only 3 a.m.
And I didn't fall asleep until after 10 o'clock last night. So I'm a little tired. So my cognitive functions are like out the window.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So like, was it your new speaker system that was the issue, or was it just your computer crapping out?
My computer just crapped out. Hopefully it doesn't do it while we're recording.
Yes,
So-
that would be very.
That was dumb.
What?
What?
What did you say?
I don't know.
So this week, quite a few things are going on. First off, Pokemon Shield and Sword, which we completely forgot to talk about last week, got announced. And what are your guys' thoughts on them so far?
Well, so far I like the Pokemon, the 3 starters, and like I said, I really like that they've made the female trainer this bitchy Scott. Yeah, a bitchy Scott. So
That's a good meme.
Personally, so I stayed up for the direct at 6 a.m. and I was expecting Gen 8 and I was expecting it to look like shit, but so far it doesn't look like shit.
I like
you
the
know?
starters. People are
I
hoping
haven't-
it's not under firefighting.
Oh yeah, I hope it's not a firefight.
I don't care. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Like
like
the
it.
only out of all the firefighting starters, I think my favorite's probably Blaziken. I don't know, Blaziken's really nice. But like.
Oh.
I'm hoping that the games are going to be good because X and Y weren't that good in my opinion. I thought they were terrible.
How much fur bait do you think it's going to be in the new generation?
60% than the last one. 60% more
I mean,
for
like-
bait.
Gen 7 didn't really have any except for Incineroar. That was really it.
He was a daddy.
So like, I don't really know how much Gen 8 will have.
Mm-hmm.
Give me something, please. Gen 8,
Why,
I'm
so you
begging
can draw it?
Maybe.
You
Yeah,
heard it here
Yes,
first,
please
folks.
support me on Twitter. Here's my funny Twitter handle on the screen right now. Hi. Click it.
I'm not gonna put on the screen, you fucking idiot.
It's right there. It's at the bottom right corner.
I'm not gonna put on the screen.
It's right there on the bottom right corner. Check it out.
Isn't it like the almighty Spur?
No, that was my old Tumblr that I don't use because it's Tumblr.
What is it? Isn't it just the Spur? Like,
No,
What is it?
fucking Oh,
oh, it's
link.
Party on Hat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's at PartyOnHad at twitter.com. Please.
Dot
I'm
com.
still not gonna link it. I'm not, dude, even though you sent it to me, I'm not gonna link it in the video.
Well, I'm sure anyone who wants to find it will.
So, what was I gonna say?
What were you gonna say?
I don't know, because we started talking about Twitter handles for some reason. Um, man, I don't remember. So there's Gen 8,
Yeah,
and
sorry.
I totally lost track of what I was even gonna say, but so I'm just gonna talk about Detective Pikachu. Detective Pikachu's second trailer came out.
I like it.
I like it more than I first did, but I'm probably not gonna see it still. It just some of the Pokemon
Pikachu's
just
as hell.
huh?
Pikachu's as hell.
I know, but like, I mean, the only thing that makes me want to see it is because Mewtwo is in it and Charizard. But like,
Took away his thighs, dude. They unthickened
Like,
Mewtwo.
I mean, he hasn't really been thick for a while, actually. Like, it's weird. It's kind of like how Pikachu's like slim, like he's like goals, like he's so slim. You know, he's like a weight. He's like, it's just
Pikachu won in Weight Watchers.
I do think that now that we have official images of the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, I really do think that I think that Pokemon looked far better than the Sonic.
Yeah, because with I saw like a tweet, and it was a true tweet. It was like the difference between Detective Pikachu and this new Sonic movie is that the realistic looking CG renderings of Pokemon stay true to the designs of the Pokemon. They're just adapted into the real world, like where they keep exact shape. They just kind of have textures of the real world. Where
Right.
Sonic, it's like, hey, let's ruin it. Let's give him
Let's
white
not give him
hands.
gloves.
Let's give him white hands. Like, why? He has gloves.
And he has red Nike sneakers.
Brand deal. Brand.
This isn't the first time he's had a shoe brand deal in the game. It's Sonic Adventure 2. I
know,
forget.
but they look good, right? Did they look good?
They looked good. I mean,
These just look like
he might as well just be wearing Yeezy Red Octobers.
Yeezy Red October.
Oh my
If he's
fucking
wearing Yeezy
god.
Red Octobers, I will watch the movie. I will watch the movie.
Yeah, he gets like Tim's at half through the movie.
I want him to wear Yeezys at one point in the movie. That's the
At some
only
point in
way.
the movie, he's dressed up like a goddamn hype beast.
Sonic is confirmed to be a hype beast. Dude, he already has the attitude.
You're too
The
slow.
attitude of a hype beast, he does.
God.
Sonic is confirmed a hype beast.
Uh.
What is okay? We're getting a little bit off track. What is your guys' opinion on the hype beast trend?
I think it's funny, and Andrew Garfield is a hype beast twice.
I mean,
Is
I
that to you?
I think you did, and I said I hated it, and I wanted you to delete it. And didn't you like show it on one of your servers, and like you almost got banned because of it?
No, I think it was a joke that I was going to be banned because of that.
Oh.
But it wasn't act. But it was a joke about it from one of the moderators.
Personally, like hypebeast is like rice gum, right?
yeah,
I don't know. I don't like rice.
Like
gum.
like expensive clothing, shitty
Let's
attitude.
see.
yeah, and it's
Did I show
Okay,
you this
yeah.
one?
Oh boy. Yeah. No, you haven't shown me that one. Oh god, it looks like a fucking Jotaro if he was a hypebeast in Garfield.
I don't know what more Pyrex are, but like I googled
don't
like
either.
hype beast attire, and that was one of the things. There's also a meme I made out of the first one.
Oh, I saw this one.
Just-
Can I share this with my friend who really loves Garfield?
Hold up, I need to find it. I forgot what I called it.
Yeah, can you send me all the hypebeast Garfields?
I forgot what I called the hype beast Garfield with the Tims and the Supreme thing. I really forgot what it was called. He's got AirPods in though. I think I called it
shit.
Oh
He
God,
can
oh
hear us.
fuck, he can't hear us.
I found it. I found it.
Yeah, oh,
Wait, no, I
he
didn't.
can't hear us. Oh God, oh fuck. That's what I called it.
Can I share this
like-
to my friend?
Like there was, yeah, go ahead. Cause like this was in like a draw pile I was in, and like everybody was drawing Garfield, and they were all like ridiculously off-model things. And then I just come in with the most on-model looking Garfield, and I put him in Tim's and a Supreme hoodie. It's like let's see. I was just like, let's see how close to on model I can get with Garfield, and then just with them, because I think messing with an incredibly on model depiction of the character is a lot more funny than just making a ridiculous looking one, like one that's shaped like a noodle or some shit. It's like, listen, just make the face on model as hell, and then just fuck with the rest of it, and it's just a lot funnier.
I love the one where he just looks away from the phone and he's like, wow.
Wow, it's a reaction image.
So yeah, okay. What I was gonna say about the hype beast thing is, I mean, if you're going to like get expensive clothing, I won't judge you for it. But if you're going to be a dick about it, like some poor people, like homeless people and shit like that, for not having like the most hip attire in the world, it's just very immature.
Yeah.
Like I've seen videos of these so-called hype beasts, like teenagers, or, like a group of them. They get into like a big circle,
Yep.
and they play a game where they like try to like out expense each other. Be like,
Yep.
oh, this is a $3,000 T-shirt, or this is like a $2,000 watch, stuff like that. It's like and then when like all like. We're like, how do you guys get that money? And they're like, we get it from our parents. It's just like, Jesus Christ, guys.
This is a 17,000 Robux piece of gear right here. Not to flex on anybody, but just saying.
With that whole hypebeast thing, it's like those kids bragging about it. Did they really get the money from their parents, or are their parents going to get a hefty credit card bill?
A lot of them, they steal the money from their parents.
I would not be surprised if it was the latter. I really would not be surprised.
They steal the money from their parents. They take their credit cards and stuff like that.
I don't condone abuse of children. But if I had a kid and I found out they used my credit card to buy $3,000 clothes
worth of essentially garbage, it's like,
yeah,
listen.
I'd fucking deck the kid. I'm sorry. I don't condone child abuse, but it's just
punch him in the gut and call it a day. Like, that's good enough.
Yeah.
Like, cause that isn't too much. It's just enough to just knock the wind out of them, and then they're like, oh, fuck. Don't beat your kid. Just like slap him across the head and be like, don't be an asshat.
So real talk. How do you guys dress? Like normal? Like, do you guys?
I wear a loose-fitting band T-shirt and pajama pants.
You wear Crimson?
Typically, it's either pajama pants
flannel,
or jeans, a T-shirt, and possibly a flannel.
You're missing that John Deere trucker hat, dude. Do you wear blue jeans that are like Buckley or something, or not Buckley?
Buckley.
That's an artist. What's that one?
Wrangler.
Wrangler. Yeah, do you wear Wrangler blue jeans?
Yes, I do.
I don't use the Wrangler.
do you wear blue? Sorry,
ask me if my jeans are Wrangler. I have a funny joke.
Are your jeans Wrangler?
No, I use stock pistol.
God fucking damn it.
So
I hate that so much. I'm not proud of the joke.
So I wear skinny jeans because they fit me better than normal jeans. Weird. And I wear like any type of T-shirt I find from like. Okay, so do you guys buy your clothes in store, or do you guys like get it secondhand?
It depends on what it is, really. Well, I mean, these days I don't really get many secondhand clothes from family members, but every now and again I will do my shopping at Goodwill.
Yeah.
Just because there is some legitimately good stuff from those stores.
Yeah, there is. I like going to Valley Village and thrift shops a lot. To get like video games and vinyls, CDs, clothing especially. A lot of my clothing I wear, is from like Valley Village and stuff. A lot of my T-shirt. And no, it's okay. I was just gonna say, like, I normally wear like skinny jeans and then like a T-shirt off from like Valley Village or something, and I would like wear like a jean jacket. My dressing style is like the equivalent of looking at the Goo Goo Dolls. It's kind of embarrassing, but it's also a style I really like. So,
well, I mean,
What? Something fell. I can't find it.
Me personally, I'll buy my clothes from one of 4 places: a thrift store, Walmart, Amazon, or Redbubble.
I get my clothing from thrift stores, Walmart, sometimes Kohl's. Sometimes they're quite expensive, but like I sometimes get clothing there, and then Amazon. So, but Amazon, it's like you never know if it's gonna be your exact size or not. It could be too small, it could be too big.
Yeah, that actually is one gripe that I have with Amazon, because there were these shoes that I wanted to get from Amazon. I'm like, oh, I really like these shoes.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, the sizes, they're small, medium, and large. I'm just like, what the fuck does small, medium, and large mean? They're like
I know that Amazon has a new thing that's called wardrobe, where you can try the clothes on before you buy them, but it's only with select clothing. It's not for all of them. It's just like, well, what if there's like this pair of shoes that look really cool, like the ones you want, and it's just like, I want these. Oh, what size do I get? You know?
Yeah.
I wish they could do it with all clothing.
Well, I mean, yeah, especially with, at least in my experience, shoes, they're never really consistent. Like, one brand I'm a size 10.5, another brand I'm a size 11, which is odd because you would think that there would be universal size, but I guess there isn't, because all of my shoes that I currently wear range from a size 9.5 to a size 12. So.
I wear size 11.5, but it's weird because I think I've expressed this in the past, but my feet are really fucked up. They're not only are they flat, but they're also kind of like I can also walk with my feet sideways and completely backwards. I cannot walk straight forward. And on top of that, one foot is actually larger than the other. So I have to so when it comes to shoe sizes, I'm 11.5, but I might as well have like a size 12 on the hand too.
Yeah.
And it's just awful when it comes to finding shoes, because I have to not only have to try them on, but I have to see if they're gonna scrape my legs if I walk in them, or if they're going to fit just right. And it just sucks when it comes to finding your shoes. And I can only wear certain types of shoes too. Vans are like the only ones so far that I have no issues with, but they're so expensive.
Yeah. That just reminded me of that whole thing where I remember this guy, he ordered a custom size slipper. I think it was like size 14. They sent him size 150, and he could sit inside the slipper.
I think that it's okay if you're going to buy expensive clothing.
Right.
But if you're gonna brag about it, that's a whole different story.
Well, that whole thing reminds me, is actually, there's this one video of Kanye West, right? And he's about to walk through a construction site. Well, Kanye took off his sneakers, his Yeezy sneakers, to walk through the construction site because he didn't want to get them dirty. And it's like, they're shoes. They're supposed to get dirty. Right. They go on your feet. The purpose is completely gone if you take them off to walk through a construction site.
I have
I
an
will
awful
admit,
joke about shoes.
just real quick. I don't do the same unless it's the beach, because I try to bring sandals, because the beach is there's water all over, even in the sand, and so if you're walking in with it in shoes, your shoes get soaked, and my shoes take forever to dry. So I bring sandals. That's the only exception I can see.
Well, that's understandable, but you're still wearing shoes.
Yeah. So, Crimson, there was something you wanted to talk about? I forget what it was. Willy Wonka chocolate factory, yeah.
Yeah, Thursday last week, so a week ago from tomorrow when we're recording, I went to see the tour of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory musical, and I really enjoyed it. Well, of course I did, because that's my favorite book, favorite movie. The thing with the this tour is The person who was playing Willy Wonka was the understudy to the main Wonka. I saw Benjamin Howes instead of Noah Weisberg, but I mean, really, he was a fantastic Wonka. The entire production is fantastic. The practical effects, I'm always, when it comes down to special effects in movies, I've always been a bitch for practical effects versus CGI effects. You know what I mean? So getting to see practical effects live was pretty cool. And what was I? For getting last minute tickets, I was seated in a pretty good spot. I was like 5 rows away from the stage, so I got to see everything pretty much up close. And
did you get to see every pore in Willy Wonka's skin?
no, however,
then you didn't get to see everything.
Yeah.
You know, the child in me had to refrain himself from jumping on stage and grabbing a Wonka bar.
Were they props?
Yeah. All the Wonka bars were props, and
Eat the wax bar.
well, some of them were actual chocolate, because during the play they actually eat them.
Yeah.
His first name was.
But it was, they were probably just Hershey bars wrapped in foil and paper. So, but ultimately, yeah.
I was gonna say real quick. Did you know that Hershey bars do not have the right amount of cocoa to be considered actual chocolate in the UK?
Yo, you know something? I've eaten a lot of chocolate in my time, and I have to say, out of all the chocolate I've eaten, aside from that cheap chocolate that you get during like an advent calendars,
yeah,
Hershey's, in my opinion, is like the worst.
I mean, I like Hershey's chocolate, but like compared to like Dove or like Godiva or like what's that one brand that's like comes in that big white box and there's like all these little samplers in it?
Oh, Russell Stover.
Is that what it's called?
I think so. That's
the white box, and there's like 24 samplers, and there's like different ones in there. Those ones are really good too. But like I can like if I had to pick, I think that like which one to eliminate would probably be Hershey's. Like I like Godiva a lot. I think Godiva's really but yeah, I can agree with you. Cadbury's amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And speaking of chocolate, kind of branching off from that, I don't remember if I mentioned it in the podcast last week or while we weren't recording, but the Butterfinger had their recipe changed. And
and people were outraged about it. It's like, didn't they make it cheaper or more healthier?
Well, really, all they did was they're using, or what they're saying is they're using better quality chocolate, better quality peanuts. So, and they got rid of the artificial preservatives. So it's supposed to have a better flavor, and it has less calories than the original did.
I don't remember what Butterfingers tastes like, to be honest, because I don't really eat candy. But I remember, I don't remember, but I can remember the aftertaste, and it just does not settle.
Well,
I don't know about you.
Well, because
I remember, it's like very flaky.
Yeah. Well, because whenever there's controversy, I like to kind of stick my foot into it and see what all the buzz is about. So what I did is a few of my stores are selling both the old recipe and the new recipe because they haven't sold out the old recipe yet. So I bought one of each bar. And the ultimate verdict, it's the same fucking candy bar. I don't know what people are complaining about. Yeah. Well, I mean, the newer one, it sticks to, at least in my experience, it's less sticky as far as it goes for your teeth.
Yeah.
And I actually think that the peanut flavor is better, which is kind of the selling point of Butterfinger.
Yeah.
So of course, because I like to, stir some shit, I posted on Butterfinger's Facebook page, and essentially what I said was, I don't get what people are complaining about. It's basically the same chocolate bar. The changes are very, very small.
Yeah.
And I said, I bet that if they didn't announce that they were changing the recipe, no one would notice.
Yeah, definitely.
And of course, I had people saying, "Oh, I knew the recipe changed before I even looked at the wrapper." My first bite that I had of it, I knew it was changed, and I couldn't finish it. And then I had people telling me that, "Oh, you're clearly not a true fan of the Butterfinger bar," which is true because
it's fucking candy. How can you be a fan of something you have to fucking eat? Like, I mean, I get like, oh, there's preferences like Coca-Cola versus Pepsi, which one tastes better, I get that, but it's a fucking candy bar.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I'll be honest, the Butterfinger is not my go-to candy bar.
Exactly.
If I want something with peanuts or peanut butter, I usually go with like Payday or a Reese's Cup.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, my personal go-to candy bar usually is a Snickers.
We're gonna take a quick break. Until then, here is Phobia's loading tune for the C64. Enjoy. Welcome back to ZapCast. Crimson Eye, and Spur, we all decided to bring a new segment to our podcast called Factoids. It's a working title. It's probably not probably not going to be the actual title in the long run, but essentially we're going to read aloud five to 10 facts to each other, and we're going to discuss them, try to make sense of them. Do you guys think that you guys understand that at all?
Yeah.
Okay. So I got one right here. I'm going to start with, it's on a website called Allocation. So check them out if you can. Found this one is sport related. Retired basketball sensation Michael Jordan makes more money from Nike each year than all of the Nike factory workers in Malaysia combined.
That's fucked up.
That is.
Isn't he like the mascot for Nike?
Essentially, yeah, because he's got shoes named after him, the Jordans.
Right. I
So-
forgot about those.
Yeah.
Still.
So the fact that he makes more money than the factory workers combined,
That's fucked up.
yeah, it's really fucked up.
Honestly, if I remember correctly, factory workers, they don't get paid shit.
Yeah, I mean, they charge $150 for for that pair of sneakers, but makes like $50 to make them.
Yeah,
So
probably even less.
apparently, this is it's off topic, but it's not really. What was it like? The Beats by Dre.
Mm-hmm.
They cost $150 for the pair of
I think it was
headphones.
like $20 to make.
Yeah. So
$20 for fucking Beats. Jesus Christ. I think we
Remember
have
one
a
of my
pair of
friends, like one of my friends' friends got a pair of Beats, and then my friend got some bootleg ones that were the exact same in looks, minus the Beats like name and logo. And then my friend's friend who had the Beats tried both, and he said they were both the exact same.
Recycling one glass jar saves enough energy to operate a television for 3 hours.
impressive.
What?
Let me repeat it. Recycling one glass jar saves enough energy to operate a television for 3 hours.
Damn.
Didn't you guys still watch TV at all? In the year of 2019?
Occasionally, but
Kinda.
most of my
I like-
entertainment is
I'm
internet
usually up
based.
in my room on the computer, or just kind of sitting in bed usually.
Yeah.
I've recently been getting into Captain Disillusion. Shout out to that funny boy.
I don't watch TV. I haven't watched TV in about 12 years. If I want to watch something, I'll watch it online. I will use my TV for gaming and for watching DVDs and occasionally Netflix. But like television, like cable television, I don't even have cable in my room. I don't see the point of paying for something I'm not even gonna use. My grandmother is the only one who watches cable, and it's just in the background, so she's not actually watching it.
Golly.
I actually remember there was one day where my aunt and uncle were talking about how annoyed they are with how expensive cable is for what. I said, well, just get rid of cable, keep your internet, and use Netflix.
Yeah.
But then they kind of said something along the lines of, well, but you still gotta pay for the internet, you still gotta pay monthly for the Netflix. It's like, yeah, but you pay $10 a month for Netflix.
Versus
Versus-
$300 for the cable bill.
Yeah, $300 for the cable bill, and to the point where you don't have any ads on Netflix, versus you get bombarded with ads on cable. So you're paying for cable to get ads on the cable, and sometimes the ads outlast the TV shows.
Yeah.
So
A TV show is generally 20 minutes, even though they always say it's like 30 minutes. They always have to have at least 10 minutes of ads.
yeah,
They're like this also occurs with movies. They actually shorten movies. To some cases they'll shorten movies. So they'll do like TV cuts of movies,
Yeah.
so they can have ads in them.
Jeez.
And there's also like some things like some animated specials that are considered movies aren't even movies. To qualify as a movie, it needs to be at least 43 minutes in length. For example, Scooby-Doo, I know this is very specific, Scooby-Doo and Pirates Ahoy is always advertised as an hour-long movie on Cartoon Network, when in reality it's like 43 minutes. They have 20 minutes of ads pumped in to make it seem like it's an hour-long movie.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's 43
Golly.
minutes. So they have to pump in like at least 10 to 20 minutes of ads in something for to get revenue. It's stupid.
Bogus brand deal, Batman. That's a lot of ads.
Yeah. And a lot of times it's like the same ads. Like they'll do like the same 5 ads.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember like again with Scooby-Doo and Pirates Ahoy, it's they would do like the same gushers and like respect the pouch commercials, like the Capri
Respect
Sun.
the pouch. Respect it.
An iguana can stay underwater for 28 minutes.
Huh. Never knew that.
Have you guys ever been to like a reptile zoo?
Not that I can think of.
We have that one down here in Monroe, and I went there when I was like 6. I really want to go back. They had like a 2-headed turtle, an albino crocodile. It was awesome. I really like lizards. You were just gonna say something?
Oh no, I was just saying not that I can really remember us going to a reptile zoo.
Here's our 4th one. Slugs have 4 noses. Do they need them?
Jeez.
Like,
That
what does a slug do? You might be able to answer this question better than me. I mean, I know a lot about animals. I don't really look at like slugs and so like, oh yeah, these guys are important. I mean, don't they like ward off like insects?
I really don't know myself. All I know is that they're slimy, long, and they move
Thick.
really slow. Yeah.
Why do they need 4 noses though? It's like how like an echidna has 4 testicles, or no, 4 penises. Is it 4
Well,
penises or 2 penises? I don't know.
I don't know. And I will find out.
Please don't tell me.
Nah, that is an interesting little fact that slugs have 4 noses.
I just don't, it's like, why do you need 4 noses? What's the point?
To smell all the bullshit
There's
you
no
be spewing.
Oh, here's an interesting one. The token name Fido for dogs.
Yeah.
That was actually originated from Abraham Lincoln's dog, Fido.
Huh.
It was I think it was a beagle, I want to say, and he was also assassinated.
Oh.
He outlived Lincoln, but was assassinated. I think he got assassinated in the streets, like JFK. But yeah.
Who? Come on, man. That's a dog. Why would you assassinate the good boy?
I think, if I remember correctly, he was assassinated by like a homeless person. I could be wrong. This is Peculiar Gazette, our other segment where we read strange articles and discuss about. Crimson, could you read the first article for me, please?
Yes. There's now only one blockbuster left on the planet. Fuck. Hold on. The CNN website played a video, so I'm going to restart that. So this one's from CNN. Says there's now only one blockbuster left on the planet. It's lonely at the top. That's what Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon discovered when the only other store in the world, located in Australia, announced that it was closing. Although Sandy Harding, the general manager of the Oregon Blockbuster, is excited that hers is the last Blockbuster on the planet, she expressed her condolences for friends at the Australia store. We all have a kinship with the other Blockbusters, Harding told CNN. The Oregon location has been open for more than 20 years. It offers customers the newest movie releases, but Harding says the classic older titles are the store's bread and butter. You can go to Redbox and you can get the new titles, but they don't have the older ones, Harding said. Netflix and Amazon don't have everything either. After the last couple Blockbusters closed in Alaska in 2018, the Bend store celebrated becoming the sole Blockbuster in America by selling t-shirts and hats, Harding said. Now, earning the title as the last one on the planet is not hurting us, Harding said. In fact, it will probably be good for the business and attract more nostalgia-seeking visitors. The general manager said she has seen people come from all over the world to relive fond memories or experience the novelty of a floppy disk. A relic of the past. At its prime in the early 2000s, Blockbuster boasted more than 9,000 stores across the nation. Popular amongst movie watchers and video game renters, people flocked to Blockbuster to find flicks or games to unwind with. But the company's business model soon became stale when Netflix and Redbox started providing on-demand digital services. In 2010, Blockbuster declared bankruptcy and was bought by Dish Network. Soon after, Blockbuster began closing its stores, though some franchise locations tried to stick it out. By April 2017, only 10 Blockbusters remained in the U.S. Against all odds, the location in the small town of Bend has persevered. We're proud to still be open, Harding said. And that's that. So, 2 years ago, there was 10 left in the U.S. Now there's only one in the entire world. 2 years.
Jeez.
2 years. Took that much.
That's insane.
Yeah. Although the thing is, around here, we had, quite a few video rental stores, but we never really had a Blockbuster around here. We had Hollywood Video and we had a couple independently owned ones, but I myself have never actually been to a Blockbuster, but the concept of video rental stores is not lost on me.
I think we had a Blockbuster in Monroe. Could be wrong, but I was too young to remember. We actually do have a video rental store in Everett, and it's been out for quite a long time, and it's actually really popular there. You can get DVDs, Blu-rays, VHS, video games. You can buy them or even rent them. The choice is yours. And it's just really. I've always wanted to go there, though, but I just never had the chance. But I always wanted to go to that place. I think it's called Silver Lake Video. I don't remember. We have an article here from sciencemag.org called "An aquarium accident may have given this crayfish the DNA to take over the world."
Hold on. What?
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
Do you need me to rewrite it? Reread it?
No, I'm just like, huh?
So this is an aquarium accident may have given this crayfish the DNA to take over the world. It sounds like a bad monster movie plot. A 10-legged mutant creature that reproduces asexually escaped from the confinement in Germany and quietly begins a global invasion. Within 2 decades, clones of the voracious animal spread through Europe and Africa, bringing devastation to ecosystems and threatening native species. That appears to be the strange but true story of the marbled crayfish, an invasive freshwater species suspected to have been created through a reproductive accident in an aquarium around 1995. A new analysis of the crustacean's genome supports this unlikely origin that may help explain how the animal has subsequently spread and adapted to many new environments. The crayfish's unusual evolution could also suggest a strategy to tackle a more infamous colonial monster, cancer. In many ways, the invasive expansion of the marbled crayfish is analogous to a cancerous lineage spread asexually at the expense of its host, says Jean-Francois Flot, Jean-Francois Flot, an evolutionary geomicist at the Free University of Brussels, who was not involved with the work. The marbled crayfish is the only decapod crustacean that reproduces asexually, with the all-female species making clones of itself from eggs unfertilized by sperm. It also is thought to have arisen when two sloth crayfish imported from Florida to the aquarium trade in Germany mated. Since its discovery in 1995 in Germany, the marbled crayfish has spread across Europe and into Africa in huge numbers. They eat anything: rotten leaves, snails, or fish broods, small fish, small insects, says Frank Local, a molecular geneticist at the German Cancer Research Center in Heidelberg. I don't know how to say that. This crayfish is a serious pest, adds Schultz, an evolutionary biologist at Humboldt University in Berlin, who has tracked its rapid spread across the globe, including Madagascar, where its success threatens the existence of 7 crayfish native to that island country. The European Union banned the species. It must not be sold, kept, distributed, or released into the wild. 5 years ago, Local became interested in the marbled crayfish, now called Procambrius virginalis, because he thought its newly evolved asexual nature might parallel how a normal cell turns cancerous and begins generating clones of itself. In particular, he wanted to study the genomes of the marbled crayfish to uncover basic mechanisms underlying epigenetics, the binding of molecules to DNA that drive tumor growth and help spread cancer. It's a really long article. I don't know if I should really read the rest of it.
I think we've got the idea. The fact that an accident released a crayfish that reproduces asexually, and it's become an invasive species.
You know what the funny thing is?
What?
There is a crayfish kaiju in Godzilla lore called Ibera, and it's a giant, massive crayfish.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's just so this. Not only is this an asexual crayfish, but it's also a cancerous asexual crayfish. Isn't that lovely?
Well, you know, we all thought that crabs were a big problem, but guess it's actually crayfish now.
So while crabs are raving in the ocean, in the beaches, we have crayfish dominating, taking over the world. God damn.
Man.
I think we might end this episode pretty soon, right? Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine by me.
Any last thoughts?
Well, I mean, the whole crayfish thing is just interesting, you know.
Sorry.
I mean,
all because 2 people are like, yeah, we need some crayfish imported from Florida. Yeah, okay. God damn. This has been another episode of ZapCast. Hope you guys like the show. If you guys want to see more videos, subscribe and like our Facebook page for more to keep up to date on content. This is Captain Sparky signing out.
See ya.
Peace.